Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just got back from Too Many Games, which I'm going to tell you is one of the best game conventions I've ever been to. Before the pandemic, I'd gone to 3 years in a row. Then, of course, the pandemic hit. There was no Too Many Games last year. So I was obviously very pumped to go this year for a couple reasons more than normal. One, really being that I get to see a bunch of my awesome YouTube friends. Plus, I was going with some of my good friends who I have not got to see since this whole crazy pandemic kind of started. So I was really pumped to go. And I'll tell you what, I had a good time. I'm not going to say I had a bad time. I'm not going to dunk all over Too Many Games. In fact, the issue I had is not even with Too Many Games. It is just something that has come of the gaming community right now, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. I want to talk about the good stuff first, just like I said, so I'm not just trashing this convention. I do want to talk about the good stuff. I got a couple neat things, right? While I was there, of course, there's always great people making fan art, fan things, paintings, drawings, perler bead stuff, 3D printed stuff. And I ended up buying two really nice glasses, one for Jet Set Radio and one for Neo Geo. They're both very cool, very good quality, reasonably priced. And the other really cool stuff that they have at this convention, of course, the free arcade is amazing there. They got some wonderful games, really cool multiplayer games, good stuff, good times. Played there with friends for quite a while. They had a bunch of guests and speakers and music and all sorts of neat stuff. So I'm not trying to say that the convention was bad at all. What I am gonna say is, if you notice, let me go over the other things I got. I got this really cool original display piece for Donkey Kong Country 2 from a guy who bought a storage locker who just had chock full of Nintendo stuff, right? So I have this really cool promo piece that would go on glass and face out, so I need to get some kind of glass frame for it. I got some new old stock pin for freaking Nintendo Power, like when you first signed up back in the 90s. That is awesome. One of the coolest things I've seen in forever. But if you notice here, there's no games. I didn't buy any games. Why wouldn't I buy games? Why would I not buy a game at a game convention? So I want to share all the good things about the convention first, because not everyone goes to a convention to buy games. Personally, that's the main reason why I go. I'm going to have fun with friends. I'm going to go get some of the cool stuff that I just showed you, some weird oddities or what have you. But I'm there for the games. And I'm going to tell you something. WATA Games and game rating in general ruined this convention for me. Man, so I'm just going to show some B-roll footage right now of all these different booths. I went to there were so many vendors from all over the place bringing in all sorts of games, all sorts of stuff. And almost every single one of them had rated games somewhere in their booth. Some of them were only rated games, and you had to go online and auction them. It was wild. I had crazy interactions with some of these vendors.
How you doing, brother?
What's up?
Hey, you want to see up close for your video?
Yeah, I'm just checking out some stuff,
Yeah, for sure. I see you got the video going on.
Yeah.
Let's give you some good stuff.
Yeah, man. Look at that. Shit. How much does a graded game like that go for?
I'm asking $75,000.
Damn. 75 stats. Shit. Is that what they normally sell? I have no idea what graded games.
It's all dependent upon the condition.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't one just sell for $100,000 on the buyout or something like that?
What's the most expensive game you have in here?
Pretty high. I don't know if it's
More than that? Was it 3? The most expensive game I don't have here, but the most expensive game I have is actually at New York Comic Con right now.
Really?
You know what? I can just show you one here. It's that. That's a first print Castlevania. It's a third-party hang tab. I think there's only about 4 or 5 of them in the world from this homework that I've done and people that I've talked to that actually own them.
Sure.
And they've been in this space for a lot longer than I have.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive game you have here with you?
Are you trying to rob him?
No. Yeah. My 5'3" ass.
That's it. Don't worry, I'm not quick. Maybe 42.
Halo.
Yeah. Oh, Halo. Yeah, 75. Yeah.
Halo,
and then my Gargoyles Quest. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, none of it's mine. It's just the company. So
of course.
Even pretend.
Yeah. That's still wild, though.
What's the cheapest game you have graded?
Probably like $1,500.
1,500?
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're all sealed, I guess.
Yeah, everything in the case is sealed for sure.
Wow.
$12.75. What's that?
Well, that's interesting, actually. Halo's your most expensive game here. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, again, we have like the top 25 games over.
It truly is your most expensive game in here.
Yeah.
We have again the top 25. Here, look at the Comic-Con list. The Comic-Con list has got some heavies, and then I have a bunch of stuff that I didn't bring.
Star Wars NES.
Oh, 600.
600.
1,600? 600.
1,600.
Oh, 1,600. Okay.
Man. That's at Castlevania. 1.2.
Oh, 1,200. Okay.
And you know, the other thing is they had like weird celebrity Pawn Stars were there. Chum-Li was there, and all he had was rated games. And hey, we'll buy your games, we'll rate them, we'll do this, we'll do that. I mean, you know, they had that Halo for $75,000, a sealed copy of Halo 1 on the Xbox. Like, not even a rare game. Not, you know, it's a great game, but $75,000. I mean, whew. So now you go to all these different booths. Every single one of them, not every single one of them, but almost every single one of them had rated games, just somewhere. You know, hey, we have 4 rated things, 5 rated things, this, that, and the other. If you watched my video on the Siege trip, one thing I did say was, you know, hey, game prices are going up. The pandemic really hit game prices pretty hard, and that sucks. I mean, it sucked for me. I'm not a fan of that. But I will say that, you know, I didn't think it was gonna, you know, get much worse. This was like apocalyptically worst. Games were already priced high. You know, I get that, just the way things were going. A lot of people staying at home. A lot of people want to buy these games and play them because, you know, what else are they going to do? They're bored. But between Siege and now, which is what, July, August, September, 3 months. 3 months is all it took for some of these games to, again, double in price or even add, you know, $100 more, $200 more. And it's wild. I mean, I saw an Earthbound Complete in Box there for $3,000. Wasn't even in great condition. Wasn't graded or anything. Because, God, if it was graded, it probably would have been, you know, if Halo was $75,000, Earthbound would be like, what, $500 million? It was insane. And I keep, you know, wondering, how are these prices jumping up so high? And, it, you know, it all kind of wrapped back around in my head. If you were a vendor and you have graded games, you see how much these graded games go for, and then you see these big graded game companies that are all over the convention selling their stuff, you know, rated whatever from WATA, and then, you know, you see Halo going for $75,000. Well, all of a sudden, your copy of Halo, you're like, well, I got Halo 1 as well. Granted, it's not graded, but if graded is worth $75,000, then non-graded has to be at least worth $100 or whatever. And I think that's what happened with this freaking convention. I did not find a single vendor that did not have eBay plus pricing. I mean, you know, a lot of people always say like, oh, you're going to get, you know, it's going to be a little bit more expensive at a convention. Typically, there's a weird threshold where, yeah, it may be a little more expensive than like at a mom and pop store, but you can also haggle a lot easier at a convention. A lot of people take cash at a convention, and, you know, you kind of do the haggle business, no tax. But never would a vendor have a price of eBay plus, because it doesn't make sense. Like, why would I go to you at a convention and spend $100 on a game that I could literally buy from my couch for $50? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And every single vendor was doing this. And like I said, I think it has a lot to do with this crazy, weird WATA nonsense, the VGA rated games. I think people are seeing these rated games and you know, they see Mario sell for $1 million. Then all of a sudden they feel that their game is worth, you know, way more than it should be. And it's taking it to where people can't buy games anymore. You know, you're not going to get a good deal. And even if you do get a good deal, it's like, you're going to be hesitant to play it because, okay, I just spent, you know, $400 on whatever, you know, do you feel comfortable taking out and playing it now? Like, it's just insane. I was very disappointed. Personally, I was very, very disappointed. Once again, I'm not directing this disappointment towards too many games themselves. Like, it's not, they don't know what the vendors are going to bring and sell or how they're going to do their business. They just book guests, book vendors, book a venue. So I still want to thank Too Many Games for putting on a great safe place. You know, they had masks for everybody type thing. They checked bags when you're going in. So everyone was safe. Everything was really clean, very nice. I'm totally blaming just this weird shift in the industry, this weird movement to where it seems that everybody has to have these rated games. They're you can't play them. They can't be opened. I'm gonna sell everything way more than it's worth. Vendors are selling stuff way more than it's worth because they figure you're gonna buy it and then go get it rated. That's just what I'm thinking is happening here. It's hard to say, but I'm telling you, it ruined my major part of the trip for me. It was something that I really wanted to do, something I was really looking forward to, buying some cool games, getting out there, striking some deals. Too Many Games in the past, I've gotten crazy stuff there. I got like the Hori Onimusha 3 Katana controller there, like weird cool stuff like that, and I got a great deal on it. To go there and to literally not buy a game hurt. Like there's a point where I almost just wanted to buy a game just to say I bought a game. And then I was like, that's stupid. It's just wasting money. And then it's wasting a lot of money because, like I said, everybody's jacking up the prices. I don't know. It put a real damper on the day, especially when we had such crazy, fun, adventurous things like this. So we went for lunch.
I'm not putting this shit down. Glad we're in it.
We went for lunch. We're in Philly. So my man's like, let's get some Philly cheesesteaks. So he literally Googles Philly cheesesteaks, and we literally go to Philly cheesesteaks.
I couldn't believe it myself. I was like, is this called Philly cheesesteaks?
This is a place called Philly cheese, and it's really good.
It was spot on.
I will say it was a really good meal. We drove through some shady spots to get here.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
that's a sign of a good place when you gotta go through the rough to get to
yeah.
a good spot.
But we're gonna go back to the convention now. But if you're in Philly, you should go. You should go to Philly cheesesteaks. And like I said, stuff like that. I did have fun. I had great fun with my friends. I got to see a bunch of my good YouTube friends. Sadly, I was foolish and didn't get any footage with them. I was only there for one day. But on the whole, like I say, I'm disheartened a bit about this whole grading thing. It ruined this convention. It ruined the idea of collecting and buying. I didn't see many people buying games anywhere. Like, everyone's looking at all the tables, but I didn't see anybody with anything in their hands. I didn't see anyone, no one had backpacks on, really. Usually people have backpacks full of games. Only one or two vendors were actually doing trades, which, typically all the vendors will do trades. I don't know. But hey, that was just my experience. Once again, the convention itself was great. If you weren't there for purely buying games, you had a great time. I had a great time. But, this is killing our community. I don't know how you guys feel, though. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think about this graded games? Do you have any graded games? If so, I'm just going to say it. Fucking what's the point? Like, why? You're not going to play it. Is the point just to sell it? I don't get it. You've seen my channel. I open everything I buy and I play it. And that's what you do. It's freaking video games, man. I don't know. Maybe I should have been handled a bit too much. Let me know what you think. I'm going to try to take my emotions out of it. I will constructively read your comments. Why do you have graded games? If you have any. If you don't, do you think it's a good idea? I don't know. Leave that in the comments down below. Very interested to know what you guys feel about this whole game grading situation. Hey, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, sorry I got a little emotional there at the end, but yeah, the more I thought about it, the more I really got pissed off. But hey, I don't know where I'm going with that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you're watching still. If you have not subscribed, please do. That'd be super cool. And hey, as always, my friends, take it easy.